Hi everyone, this is Sanket from CAT Credentials. Hope all of you are doing fine. And now we have a very big news. CAT Credentials is bringing you the live update about Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. Yes, IIFT का shortlist out है for the next process, which is going to be either written ability test and PI. We don't know what the process is going to be, but let's take a look about what is it that we are expecting out of the process and how we should go ahead. Everyone's nervous, but I'm over here to help you. But first of all, that why should you listen to me? Just take a look over here. I have myself been Okay, so see, I've myself been a part of this organization. I am IIFT 2020 batch pass out from Delhi campus. So I have myself been over there. I've studied over there for 2 years. I know the whole process that, let's say, some of my batchmates have gone through. They have told me what the grueling process was, and that's what I intend to share with you over here. But just in case if you don't know what the process is, if you haven't seen your name out there, what you need to do is you need to go over here. You need to just select, यहाँ पे देखना है list of shortlisted candidates. You need to click on that link and then you will be redirected. आपको एक ऐसा एक PDF मिलेगा. ये PDF में you will get an understanding that if you can find your name or not, just check out your name. यहाँ पे है कि नहीं. Once you check the name, you'll get an understanding that what was the selection criteria weightage. If you see over here, CAT score is 98%. It has got a very heavy weightage for CAT score. Baki gender diversity, of course, females are getting a little bit more edge. We want at IIFT more diversity in the classroom. If you take a look at the sectional cutoff for some people, like based on the different category, you will see different sectional cutoff, and based on the examination, let's say if you have given GMAT, the cutoff score is also given over here. But let's not talk about these things because I'm pretty much sure that everyone must have talked about these things on the other YouTube channel. What I would like to bring you is the special content which is directly coming from the IIFT campus. Now, what I would like to talk in this particular video is what should be your exact journey. How should you prepare from here onwards till the time you are going inside that interview room and going to talk about and tackle all those difficult, grueling questions that the interviewer is going to tell you. Okay? So, what I would like to tell you is just I have mentioned it in a very crisp way. Okay, so let's first also try to understand what the process should be. The process is going to be that first you are going to understand what the institution expectation is. For that, you obviously need to go through the website. The website will contain quite a lot of content in front of you. You can go through all of these things. First of all, you need to understand IIFT is a university in itself. IIFT के 3 campuses है, Delhi, Kolkata, and अभी नया launch हुआ है Kakinada campus. So try to understand that what are the dynamics over here. IIFT किसके अंडर आता है? IIFT comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industries. मेरे कॉन्वोकेशन के टाइम पे एट द टाइम ऑफ IIFT's 2020 convocation, Piyush Goyal, Shri Piyush Goyal came to the convocation and he handed over the degree to all of us. That's what happened back then. If you see, there are quite a lot of leading organizations. WTO, because IIFT stands for Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. Quite a lot of things are going to come which will be directly related to trade. The professors over here are going to guide you. If you get into the institution, you'll get to understand how trading actually works. Trading मतलब वो नहीं कि desk के ऊपर बिठा दिया है, let's do stock market trading. Even that is a part of it, but then on the ground actually trading कैसे होता है, that is what happens. So यहाँ पे पूरा वो सब चीज़ें बताई गई है, but what is it that we need to check? The first things first, what exactly any student would like to look into is कि यार मैं पैसे तो भर रहा हूँ, मैं कॉलेज की फीस तो दे रहा हूँ, मुझे रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना आ रहा है. फॉर दैट यू नीड टू टेक अ लुक एट IIFT's placement calendar and placements as well. So if you take a look at the placements over here, you'll see the final placement report of 2021-23 on their website. This is how it will look like. And let's get down to the core of the batch profile. You see, Most of the batch will comprise of males, but even IIFT has got one of the highest female intake. So all the girls out there, this is one of your very bright hope. IIFT is ranked as one of the top institutes by NIRF. You need to take, in my humble opinion, not because I'm an IIFT alumni, but even when I researched it, I got an understanding that IIFT is under top 10 institutes in India. So if you take a look over here, quite a lot of people over here are freshers. So for the freshers, Janta out there, this is your abode. You need to really focus on it. But for the people who are also coming in with heavy experience, don't be sad about it, because this is one of the campuses where your experience in the final placements matter quite a lot. If you take a look at the placement scenario, IIFT is one of the campuses in India which is going to give you quite a lot of exposure to international opportunities. There are companies into trading, there are companies into finance, there are companies into, let's say, marketing, which are going to come in the campus for recruitment, and they are going to give you offers that I'm pretty much sure that you can't reject. You see over here, the highest international CTC is 85.4. I mean, if you convert it into local currency, you will be able to see that accordingly. But for someone who's like me, who has taken a loan for education loan for their MBA, starting salary being that much, you can pay off your education loan like within a couple of months after you pass out. You can start your journey ahead with that kind of salary. So this is the highest CTC salary, and that is given by the international recruiter. But even by the domestic recruiter, if you see the gap isn't that much, it's 76.5 lakhs. That's amazing. The average CTC is around 29.1 lakhs. So that's again very nice. If you see the total international positions, almost 17 plus international placements have been done by IIFT in the last year. If you take a look at the overall profile, you'll see that domain-wise distribution, sales and marketing tops the list. Anyone who's looking to do their career into sales and marketing, this is the place you want to be. Uske baad mein, like me, I got into consulting. So if anyone wants to get into consulting, another place that you should look out for. Finance. If you know the faculties at IIFT, they are very renowned for finance. There's a competition which happens called CFARC. CFA नाम की एक examination होती है. They run a competition, and IIFT has been topping the charts for quite some time now. So I think for finance people as well, this is very good opportunity to get into. The professors are amazing, the competitions are awesome. IIFT has been topping all the charts. This is your place to be in. If you see, all the great FMCG companies are coming over here. Cargill is one of the trading organizations. You can see international placements deti hai. Sobha Realty will take you to Dubai. Then there are also other organizations over here. Let's take a look at what consulting brings to you. Consulting mein Accenture Strategy, one of the highest paying strategy company. Accenture Strategy is coming over here. Deloitte, EY, McKinsey & Company, all of these are the big 3, big 4 organizations are also visiting over here. If you see in finance, I would like to pick up JP Morgan Chase & Company, because it comes first to the campus. It picks up all the cream students out from the campus. You'd like to go over there. DE Shaw has got a very niche profile. Then there are other Barclays, Citibank, Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs offers quite a lot of really great, interesting profile. Like treasury में जाना है किसी को, you can go ahead and check it out. My batchmate, who was also featuring in Shark Tank, Supex, he was into Goldman Sachs, and then he quit. The package is amazing. The kind of profile you get is great. The kind of people you meet over there is also great. The general management role, these are the places where you don't know. Let's say for the fresher, they may not know what they want to do in the future. So general management is a way to go. वहाँ पे आपको सब चीज़ों का एक फ्लेवर दिया जाता है. You can work in corporate finance, then you can work in sales, you can work in marketing, you can work in different strategy roles as well, and then you can decide where do you want to go. For that, these are the companies which visits. Trade and operations, as I mentioned, Cargill is one of the highest recruiter. Cargill का जो CEO है, that is our alumni from IIFT. If you see Tolaram, then Off Business is considered to be one of the very good Indian startup. It has taken Indian startup to at another level. ETG is a firm which takes you to international locations. One of my senior, who was also a placement committee member, he was given an opportunity to go to China for this place. Product management, I think product management is something that people are looking quite a lot. So you'll see in similar way, quite great companies are coming over here. These are all the list of the recruiters. I can go on talk quite a lot of things about these things, but then again, to reach over here, you need to craft a compelling story. For that, I will tell you that how to reach over there. Okay, so I have got the one slider that I created for you. So as I told you, this is where my journey began, and I'd just like to share how we prepare for it. You need to understand what your profile is. You see, as I mentioned, your profile building is very important. Creating your own story is very important. You need to understand what institution is bringing to the table, what expertise they need, because they are IIFT also has some other courses. They have some faculty which is coming from different areas. अगर एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ बताता हूँ आप लोगों को, अगर आप मैप में जाके देखोगे कि IIFT कहाँ पे है, तो दैट एरिया इज़ नोन एज कुतुब इंस्टीट्यूशनल एरिया. दैट मीन्स वहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस है, और वो सारे इंस्टीट्यूशन के एक्सपर्ट्स ऑल्सो कम ओवर देयर टू टीच, लाइक JNU. उसके बाद में मिनिस्ट्रीज है सारे वहाँ पे, बाजू में IIT है. सो ऑल ऑफ दीज दे वर्क टुगेदर एंड प्रिपेयर ए कोर्स फॉर यू. आई डोंट थिंक सो एनीवन विल टेल यू दिस थिंग, बट you need to understand that how your strengths can be collaborated with IIFT strength, and then a good mixture can go out of that particular college. So for that, we help you to craft a story based on these two things, and then we will give you some of the topics which are very much trending. हमारे टाइम पे GD हुआ करता था, हमें एक अच्छा सा टॉपिक दिया गया था. Now over there, how I was able to grab an attention, how I was able to grab the attention of the moderator over there, what all points you need to talk. And it is not something that it is a rocket science. I think some of you are also preparing for the other IIMs as well, so you can bring in the experience from there, whatever you have learned. But there are certain topics which are very focused to IIFT. जैसे FTA क्या होता है, FTA के भी अलग अलग तरीके होते हैं, कौन से FTA कहाँ पे लगते हैं. So those things we will tell you, and we will give you some data pointers on that, so that you can use those to craft your VAT, which is written ability test. हुआ तो बहुत अच्छा, नहीं हुआ तो भी ठीक. You can use those for your PI. Now we are not going to fake our PI मतलब personal interview. PI के लिए we are going to use these two steps and going to craft our story. And then the best part is going to be कि आप कितना भी prepare कर लो guys. You prepare 1,000 times, you say it out loud in your mind कि मैं आगे ये बोलूँगा तो ये जवाब दूँगा. But unless and until you don't sit in front of someone who is more authoritative, who is going to ask you some really rigorous question, or even if not rigorous, who is going to just want to inquire you about whatever you're going to say, it's just out in the air. You need to strategize what you're going to say. You need to understand where you're going to end your particular answer, so that वहाँ से एक journey शुरू हो जाएगी question पूछने की. So all of that needs to be crafted really well. So I would recommend that first take a look at what others have done in the past. For that you have booklets, but then just try to note down at very high level कि क्या positives थे, क्या negative थे. Second step, I'll tell you, write down your own story. Third step, I'll tell you, go back and check what IIFT has to offer. IIFT कहाँ पे है, what IIFT specializes in. उसके बाद में IIFT के alumni कौन है. Try to understand who are the IIFT alumni, because that will be one of your strong pitch. कि if they ask you that why do you want to get into IIFT, and if they ask you that who has been in this seat in the IIFT earlier, so you'll be able to say that okay, I want to be someone like the CEO of Dabur who has been IIFT alum, someone who has been heading Kargil for quite some time who has been IIFT alum. So that's all what you need to do. And उसके बाद में तो preparation रहेगा. In case you want to start your preparation with me, do connect with us. यहाँ पे वीडियो के नीचे आपके पास लिंक होगा. Please hit us, get in touch with us, and I'm pretty much sure that if you follow the process, I will get you in touch with many of my friends who have cracked IIFT, my juniors who have relevant experience of cracking the GDPR and VAT process. And yeah, that's the route for us to get into IIFT. So all the best, and let's prepare for IIFT here onwards. Thank you.